One, two. Mic check. Good to go. Good morning to our esteemed shareholders. Good morning to our esteemed shareholders. Um, our regulators. First of all, we want to say thank you to you all. You know, this is an important time in the life of our company. Company. This is an important time in the life of our company and your company. For so many years, we didn't have the opportunity to gather like this, to have our annual general meeting, due to the fact that AMCON um, took over the company. We can't say, my name is Adebisi Shogunle, the company secretary of your company and my company. So, um, first of all, I want to say thank you to you all. Um, it's a good day for us, a good day in the life of our company. Our meeting is supposed to start by 11, but we noticed that some of our shareholders and some of our directors, they are caught up in the hold up that is happening very close to us here. So we seek your permission for us to give them additional 15 minutes. By the grace of God, by 11:15, we should be able to start this meeting. But before we start, I want to say thank you to you all. You can see that the multi-Trex of the past and the multi-Trex of now will never be the same. AMCOM came to take us for evil, but God has turned it for our good. And now that we are free from 8 years of AMCON oppression, we are all starting afresh. And you and I are part of the new history of this beautiful company called Multi-Trex. God bless you, sirs. God bless you all. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Good morning, distinguished and eminent ladies and gentlemen. We have more men than women. I hope very soon we'll have a lot more women among us here. First of all, let me apologize for starting the meeting 10 minutes late. We had planned to start exactly 11 a.m. on the dot. Unfortunately, as all of you would have seen, there's a lot of heavy traffic coming this way. So that is why we're starting a few minutes late to be able to accommodate those who might have been caught up in the traffic. And I'm sure others will be joining us as we move on. I want to welcome you all to the combined meeting. But before we do that, need to the company secretary invite all present to rise for the national anthem.
Can we rise for the national anthem of our country?
Flag of the new nation.
Thank you all. You can have your seats.
Only one stanza is fine.
Once again, we welcome you to this combined AGM. Right now, our chairman will give his introductory speech. God bless you all. Thank you.
Our distinguished shareholders, directors, regulators, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all to the combined 6th to 16th annual general meeting of your company of our company for the financial year ended. Correct. For the financial years ended 30th April 2014 to 30th April 2024. Before we proceed on the business of the day, I would like to crave your indulgence in paying respect to the departed soul of the promoter of our company, Mr. Oladimeji Owofemi, who passed on to glory on the 1st of October 2020. We will all please rise up to observe 1 minute silence in honor of his cherished memory. Of Mr. Oladimeji Owofemi continue to rest in perfect peace. On behalf of the entire board and management of the company, I thank God for the grace bestowed on us for surviving the 7 years of forced takeover of the company by AMCON. I thank you all, our shareholders, who stood by the company during those years. Please, can we clap for ourselves for all the wonderful things? Thank you very much. We really appreciate you. I thank the directors who have worked tirelessly and ensured that the company came out of receivership. On behalf of the board, I also want to express gratitude to the strategic investor, Messrs. N Foods Universal Concept Limited, who rose up to the challenge and made the necessary moves that resulted in our company coming out of receivership. And when we are thanking N Foods, we have to recognize the face of N Foods. That is Alhaji Dr. Muritala Adeniji, who is sitting down here. Amen. Thank you very much. To kick off, considering the challenges faced in the circulation of the notice of this meeting, I would like members present to permit addition to the business of the day, a new resolution that the length of the notice given in respect of the notice of meeting and the circulation of the annual report is sufficient, and this annual general meeting can proceed so as to ensure that the meeting is legally convened. May I request those who say yes to this proposal to raise their right hands up. Thank you. The hands raised are in the including all of us. Okay, it's raised now. So you can count and hard. The hands raised are in the majority. So a new resolution requesting members of the committee to waive the requirement for 21 days notice to be given to members in respect of the circulation of annual report is hereby added to the business of the day. Thank you. There's also a requirement for reporting according to Community and Allied Matters Decree, Allied Matters Act. It is a disclosure requirement for any member of the board that is age 70 and above. I'm pleased to thank God Almighty that January 31 this year, 2025, I turned 70, and I'm looking forward to turn 71 in January. So I'm still expecting the birthday present too. So thank you very much. As we are all aware, these reports are long overdue. Therefore, I would suggest we go straight into the business of the day. I have been reliably informed that shareholders and proxies here present have registered as appropriate. And that's confirmed by the company secretary. Okay. And the registrar. Having also been reliably informed that a quorum is formed, this meeting, therefore, stands duly constituted to commence. It is important that we understand the order in which the meeting will proceed. First, I would like to report the apologies received. Next, I will introduce the director and the company secretary, distinguished shareholders, and proxies. Company secretary, can you inform us about the apologies received?
Dear Chairman, I thank you. Among the board members, Professor Yusuf Ali is not able to join us today because of some things he had to do. I do know that our Nene Silk, Olalewi, is on his way. He will soon join us. He was caught up in the traffic. Mr. Hassan Usman also gave his apologies, and so also is Mr. Premier. So those are the apologies we have. When the meeting started, Leonard Sik Olalewi has not joined us, but he's on his way. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We will be introducing the directors later and the company secretary. Thereafter, the report of directors and audited financial statements for the financial years ended 30th April 2014 to 2024 shall be presented before you. Afterward, we shall receive the auditor's report, and we have our auditors here present. Relevant comments and questions on the financial statements and the reports will be taken, and we will appreciate your constructive comments and suggestions that will take this company forward. Next, we shall proceed with the rest of the agenda. Then the notice convening the meeting shall be read by the company secretary, and we will proceed to the consideration of the listed resolutions. Microphones and amplifying equipment are being used so as to make it easy for us to clearly hear one another and facilitate clear recording of the proceedings. It is for these reasons that I will implore you to please speak clearly into the microphones whenever you have to speak. Let every shareholder or proxy commence his or her contribution by raising their hand and mentioning their name first before you speak. And you speak very loudly so that we can all hear you. Yes. Go ahead. Pastor Lago, yes.
I just, in order to urge our chairman that we and just to pass the 2024 to 2023 audited
2014
to 2023 audited statement of report as received and take 2024 for consideration.
Okay. So instead of taking not everything together, is that what you're saying?
No, we should take 2024 for consideration.
For comments, we are talking about comments.
We have go through it and then comment will come out.
No problem. Yes, I'm not going to change anything. Okay, I agree with you. Thank you very much. I believe we all agree to that. Yes. Fantastic. Sorry? I'm told that soft copies. Soft copies. Can you?
But dear members, shall I respond to that, esteemed members? We gave out enough number of copies to the registrar, and it would appear to us that most of the hard copies that were sent out were for those who unfortunately are unable to make it here. So as a representative of those of us on this side of the table, I apologize that if there is any member here who didn't receive a copy, I will advise that you go on the website of the registrar or our own website. You'll find all the copies there. After the meeting,
the Register of Directors shareholding and attendance of meetings are available in the annual reports for your information and inspection in accordance with the provisions of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. At this junction, I would like to introduce the directors of the company, starting with myself. My name is Shegun Aino, and I'm the presiding chairman of this meeting. So thank you very much again, our distinguished shareholders. Amen. And you too, and everybody. Let me also introduce again the chairman of N Foods, our core investor, who is also a director of the company, Alhaji Dr. Mutala Adeniji, the non-executive director. Thank you, Alhaji Adeniji. We also have seated there a face I'm sure you would have seen previously, Pastor Abayomi Sonya, is also a non-executive director. I expect that is any member of the board on the online? And of course, let me introduce to you the managing director of the company, Alhaji Yusuf Isiaka, MDC, who you all know very well. When other directors come, we will introduce them appropriately. But let me introduce the company secretary, Mr. Adebisi Shogunle, who is here with his team. May I call on the company secretary to read the notice of the meeting?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, our chairman. Esteemed shareholders, there is the notice of the combined 6th to 16th annual general meeting of your company, Multi-Trex Integrated Foods PLC, for the year ended 30th April 2014 to 2024. Notice hereby given that the combined 6th to 16th annual general meeting of members of Multi-Trex Integrated Foods PLC, the company, will be held at the company premises here, kilometer 29, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Warewa, Ogun State, on Friday, December 19, 2025, at 11 a.m. to transact the following business. A, ordinary business, which requires ordinary resolution, to lay before the members of the company the audited financial statement for the years ended April 30, 2014 to 2024, together with the report of the directors, independent auditors, and audit committee thereon. 2, to approve the appointment of the following directors: Alhaji Dr. Mutada Adeyemi Adeniji, Professor; Olaolu Ali SAN, Senior Advocate of Nigeria; Mr. Premier Aka Ato Owo; Mr. Olani Yusuf; Mr. Hassan Usman; and Mr. Abiodun Olaleru SAN, Senior Advocate Nigeria, who were appointed as directors to replace the following: Mrs. Moni Owofemi, Honorable Jibola Ogunshiji, Dr. Teju Bolujoko, and Mr. Nurin Hassan, who are retiring and are not standing for re-election. 3, to reappoint the following directors: Dr. Olusegun Aino, Order of the Federal Republic, OFR; Mr. Anthony Chisna; and Mr. Abayomi Soya, who are retiring by rotation and being eligible have offered themselves for re-election. 4, to discuss the remuneration of the managers of the company. 5, to reappoint Baker Tilly Nigeria Chartered Accountants as the company independent auditors, and authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the independent auditors. 6, to elect members of the statutory audit committee. B, special businesses. To consider and if thought fit, pass the following special resolution: to approve the non-executive directors' remuneration. The NED, and the INED. That's number 7 as the NED and the INED. 8. That pursuant to Section 11, to Part 1, Section 11 of the Schedule for the Business Facilitation Miscellaneous Provisions Act 2020, the company article of association be comprehensively amended to reflect the current business environment and realities of the company as the directors may deem fit, including the insertion of the following. A, that the general meeting of the company, as determined by the directors, may be held physically or virtually to enable all shareholders the opportunity to participate in the meeting. Any member participating via electronic means shall be deemed to be present in person at such meeting for the purpose of a quorum, and shall be entitled to vote at such meeting via any electronic or virtual channel as provided by the company general meetings, if determined to be held physically, shall be held within Nigeria. 9. That upon Messrs. Foods Universal Concept Limited paying to AMCON on behalf of the company and or to the company the remaining investment sum of 4,250,000,000 naira, the company be and is hereby authorized to seek the approval of the Security and Exchange Commission, the Nigerian Exchange Limited, NGS, and other relevant regulators to issue and allot 6,159,420,289 units of its ordinary shares of 50 kobo each at 69 kobo per share to Messrs. Foods Universal Concept Limited. 10. That upon receiving the approvals referred to in paragraph 9 above, the company be and is hereby authorized to increase its share capital by the creation of 6,159,420,289 units of new ordinary shares of 50 kobo each, and procure the registration of the new shares with the Corporate Affairs Commission. 11. That upon registering the new shares referred to in paragraph 10 above, the company be and is hereby authorized to issue and allot 6,159,420,289 units of its ordinary shares of 50 kobo each at 69 kobo per share to Messrs. Foods Universal Concept Limited. 12. That the company be and is hereby authorized to seek the approval of SEC, NGS, and other relevant regulators to reduce pro rata the company's total issued share capital under a capital reconstruction scheme at a ratio of existing shares to new shares to be derived from the company's financial statement at the time of filing application with relevant regulatory authority bodies for approval. 13. That the board and the company secretary be and hereby authorized to take all necessary legal and procedural steps and to do all such acts, deeds, matters, and things as the board may deem necessary to onboard Messrs. Foods Universal Concept Limited as a shareholder and member of the company, appointing and authorizing professional advisors to give effect to the above resolutions with the regulators and CAC, and comply with the directives of any regulatory authority without further recourse to the members of the company. Note Take it as read. What about B? Closure of register of members. Let's take it as read. So, by the order of the board, signed by me, Adebisi Adekunle Shogunle, 6th day of November 2025. I thank you all.
So thank you very much, Mr. Adekunle Shogunle. So I will now go to the first business of this annual general meeting. The report of the directors, the statement of the chairman, and the audited financial statement for the years ended 30th April 2014 to 2023, together with the auditors and the audit committee's reports, having been previously circulated, I hereby laid before you as required by law for your approval. The shareholder, please move a motion to adopt this report for 2014 to 2023. Yes. Name.
I, Sir H.O. Nwabueze, Noble H.O. Nwabueze, rather, now move a motion that this reading should be adopted.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
you. Give me the mic. Don't worry, you will have your turn. Yes.
I, Aziz Lukman, move the motion. Support the motion.
Thank you. Is there anybody against the motion? So if you are in line with the motion, can you please raise up your right hand? The motion is unanimously carried. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the report of directors, the statement of the chairman, and the audited financial statement for the year ended 30th April 2024, together with auditors and the audit committee's report, having been previously circulated, are hereby presented before this meeting as required by law. I will now ask the representative of Messrs. Baker Tilly Nigeria, our external auditors, to present the auditor's report. Baker Tilly. So the shareholders are calling for an abridged report.
Good morning, esteemed shareholders. I am Olasunkami Lawal, and I'm representing Baker Tilly Nigeria, the external auditors to Multi-Trex Food PLC. I hereby present the auditor's report to the members of Multi-Trex Integrated Food PLC for the year ended 30th April 2024. Report on the audit of the financial statement. We have audited the financial statement of the company, which comprised the financial position as at 30th April 2024, the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity, and statement of cash flows for the year ended 30th April 2024, and notes to the financial statements, including a summary of significant accounting policies. Opinion. In our opinion, the accompanying financial statements give a true and fair view of the statement of the financial position of Multi-Trex Integrated Food PLC as at 30th April 2024, its financial performance, and its cash flows for the year ended in accordance with the provision of both the Companies and Allied Matter Act 2020 and the Financial Reporting Councils of Nigeria Act No. 6 of 2021. Basis of opinion. We conducted our audit in accordance with the international standards on audit standard. Our responsibilities under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibilities for the audit of the financial statement section of our report. We are independent of the company within the meaning of international standards on auditing, issued by the International Auditing and Assurance Standards Board, and have fulfilled our other responsibilities under those ethical requirements. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. Going concern. The company's financial statement have been prepared using the going concern basis of the accounting. The use of this basis of accounting is appropriate unless management either intends to liquidate the company or to cease operations, or has no realistic alternative but to do so. Management has not identified a material uncertainty that may cast significant doubt on the entity's ability to continue as a going concern, and accordingly, none is disclosed in the financial statements. Based on our audit of the financial statement, we have also not identified such a material uncertainty. However, neither management nor the auditors can guarantee the company's ability to continue as a going concern. Key audit matters. Key audit matters are matters that in our professional judgment were of the most significant in our audit of the financial statement of the current period. These matters were addressed in the context of our audit of the financial statements as a whole. And in forming our opinion, we do not provide a separate opinion on these matters. The key audit matters identified are applicable to the audit of the financial statements. And the sections are divided as follows: key audit matters and how the matters were addressed during our audit. Number one, long outstanding receivables and payables. During our audit, we identified that a significant portion of the company's payables and receivable balances remain outstanding for an extended period. The persistence of these balances raises concern over their recoverability or settlement, as well as the adequacy of the provisions for doubtful debts or aging payables. The outstanding balances, though not material, but the risk that some of these balances may not be recoverable or fully settled is imminent. This could lead to the misstatement of both areas, of both assets and liabilities in the financial statement. And this is how the matter was addressed in this audited financial statement. A receivables review. We assess the collectability/payment of long outstanding receivables and payables by reviewing the statement of accounts, evaluating the aging profile, and testing the adequacy of the provisions of doubtful debts/write-offs. We also performed direct confirmation process with key customers and suppliers to verify the amounts outstanding and identify any dispute or uncertainties to which we have not received complete responses. B, management's assessment. We obtain and review management assessment of the recoverability of receivables and the settlement of payables. This included evaluating the C of allowances for doubtful debts and reviewing any plan or actions taken to resolve overdue payables. C, conclusion. Based on the procedures performed, we have assessed the long outstanding balances to be appropriately disclosed in the financial statement with adequate provision where necessary. We noted no material misstatement regarding the balances as of the reporting date, and we are satisfied with the company's disclosures on the aging of receivables and payables. However, we recommend that management continues to monitor these balances closely and take appropriate actions to either recover outstanding receivables or settle overdue payables promptly in the next accounting year. Number 2, list of use of company's name by a related party for trade transaction. During the accounting year, the company faced the challenge of fulfilling the remainder of its export contracts and sought the assistance of the parent company of N Foods Universal Concept Limited, that is, Starlink Global and Idea Limited. The related party, Starlink Global and Idea Limited, disclosed under sundry payables, used the name of the company to export goods with the agreement to give the company, with agreement to give commission only to Multi-Trex based on the quantity of goods exported. Our procedures included the following. We confirmed the contract of agreement on this transaction. We confirmed that the proceeds of the export was transferred to the related party, an agreement to convert the balance unremitted to loan. We also confirmed that the commission as agreed on the contract was given to Multi-Trex. We confirmed that no cost or gain on the transaction, apart from the commission related to the profit or loss results of Multi-Trex. Responsibilities of the Board of Directors for the financial. The Board of Directors are responsible for the preparation and fair presentation of these financial statements, which are in compliance with the requirement of both Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Act No. 6 of 2011 and the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. This responsibility includes designing, implementing, and maintaining internal control, preparation and fair presentation of the financial statements that are free from material misplacement, misstatement, selecting appropriate accounting policies, and making accounting estimates that are reasonable in these circumstances. Auditor's responsibilities for the audit of the financial statement. Our responsibility is to express our independent opinion on this financial statement based on our audit. We conducted our audit in accordance with the international standards on auditing issued by the International Federation of Accountants. Those standards require that we comply with ethical requirements and plan and perform the audit to obtain reasonable assurance that the financial statements are free from material misstatement. An audit involves performing procedures to obtain audit evidence about the amounts and disclosures in the financial statement. These procedures selected depend on the auditor's judgment, including the assessment of the risk of material misstatement of the financial statement. In making those risk assessments, the auditor considers internal control relevant to the entity's preparation and fair presentation of the financial statement in order to design audit procedures that are appropriate in the circumstances. But for the purpose of expressing an opinion on the effectiveness of the entity's internal control. An audit also includes evaluating the appropriateness of the accounting policies used and the reasonableness of accounting estimates made by the Board of Directors, as well as evaluating the overall presentation of the financial statements. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. Report on other legal and regulatory requirements. The Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 requires that in carrying out our audit, we consider and report to you on the following matters. We confirm that, 1, we have obtained all the information and explanation which to the best of our knowledge and belief were necessary for the purpose of our audit. 2, proper accounting records have been kept by the company. And 3, the company's statement of financial position and profit or loss another comprehensive income, and they are in agreement with the accounting records. The auditor's report was signed on the 15th of July 2025 by Oluwole Ogundeji with the details attached to it for Bekatili Nigeria Chartered Accountant. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bika Tilly. Before I move on to ask you to make relevant comments and ask questions. No, I know. Let me take the opportunity. You know, earlier on I introduced some of the directors. So let me also introduce those, another one that has joined us and some that are online. Let me introduce Mr. Abiodun Olaleru, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, one of your directors. Online, we have Mr. Anthony Shisnal. We also have online Mr. Olaniyi Yusuf. We also have online Mr. Premier Oiwo. And last but not the least, Professor Yusuf Ali, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. So that shows that directors are present at this meeting. Okay, before we ask for comments, we want the report of the audit committee to be presented, and we have Alhaji Ulufobi, who is the chairman of that committee, to present the report. Thank you, Alhaji.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, the report of the audit committee to the members of Multi-Trex Integrated Food PLC. In compliance with the provisions of Section 404, subsection 7 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, we, the members of the Audit Committee of Multi-Trex Integrated Food PLC, have received the audited financial statements of the company for the year ended 30th April 2024 and confirm: A, the accounting and reporting policies of the company are consistent with legal requirements and agreed ethical practices. B, the scope and planning of the external audit was adequate. C, the companies maintain effective systems of accounting and internal controls during the year. D, the company's management has adequately responded to matters covered in the management report issued by the external auditors, Bikatili. This report was signed on the 12th of March 2025, and the members of the committee, we have Mr. Emmanuel Shibuzo on my left, Mr. Abayomi Olaofe. Then we have Mr. Abayomi Soya on the high table, and Mr. Yusuf Isaka also on the high table. I happen to be the chairman. My name is Adebi Olufobi. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Audit Committee Chair, Indefatigable Alhaji Olufobi. So we can now take relevant comments or questions that members of the opposite here present may wish to raise on the reports. All shareholders wishing to speak on the report are to please raise up their right hand, their admission card, their right hand, and I can see hands up already. For the sake of orderliness, only one shareholder at a time shall be permitted to speak and be heard. I or any director nominated by me will give reply to questions raised by shareholders or their proxies. Please be reminded that every shareholder or proxy shall, before making any comment or raising any question, mention his or her name. Can members, proxies wishing to speak now signify by raising up their hands, their right hands? So we'll go in this order. We'll start from the first one, then the next person, and the next person. I can see 4 hands up already. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Pastor Lagoke Samson Olusegun, the president of the Impressive Shareholders Association Incorporated, all the way from Ibadan. First and foremost, I commend our amiable chairman and the board of management for sketch through that our company still exists. Because we have some companies know that AMCON have already taken over. There's nothing for the shareholder. We give thanks to Almighty God that we escaped through the AMCON. And I also commend, because I go through this annual report, when I look at the number of employees, 3 employees that stand with the board of management to make sure our company is still exists. Kudos to them. Page 3, 69 together with 70. My questions. Who had Enfood Universal Concept Limited that paying to AMCON on behalf of our company? And is there any balance to pay? That's first question. Second question. What is the plan of the board of management in year 2025, 2026 and beyond for profitability and sustainability? Another question, sir. How far about NEXIM, that is Nigeria Export-Import Bank loan? How are we gone on it? Another question, sir. How can we return all our staffs, old staff, back to the office, or are we going to source for competent and hardworking employee? The last question, sir. How can we prevent against any eventuality in the year to come that what happened before should not come across us again? Thank you for the opportunity. Once again, my name is Pastor Lagoke Samson Olusegun.
Thank you very much, Pastor Olagoke Samson Olusegun, for those many questions. I thought you were going to ask only one question, but you ended up asking almost 10 questions. But they are very, very important and relevant questions. So thank you very much for that. So the next person that's on this side, okay.
The chairman, the board, and my humble shareholders. We have been waiting. We came very early. We are waiting. All right, my name is Deacon Vitalis Anyam. Deacon Vitalis Anyam. I follow the protocol. I don't have annual report, but I just want to say something. It's not a problem. You have apologized, but I don't have it. But I will just speak. Please, like the first speaker spoke, we are very grateful for this company to have an annual general meeting today. We are very grateful with the shareholders because we had been gunning. When will this company come up alive? We are very grateful. All efforts made by the board, by whoever, we are very grateful grateful. Even the investors that came in, we are grateful to you. We say, may God build up this company in Jesus' name. You see, most shareholders are retired. And when you invest your money, no matter even if it's small amount, you're always looking for the interest of the company so that it will benefit you. My predecessor, the guy that spoke, he asked a lot of questions. But my own summary is the company has come up, it has come alive. Somebody's annual report I looked at, as at 2024, I saw profit there, 500 and something. I just saw something like that. It seems profitability is coming in, no matter the type of rehabilitation, the reorganization, the re-engineering that is happening in this company. But in summary, for the shareholders to be, to know and to get something out of today's meeting, the chairman or the board would like to hear. Coming here is information's sake. We want to know what transpired for us to have this meeting today. Even with the new investors, we want to know what transpired and how they came in and their intention for this company. Then the board generally, let us know the way forward. That's our important, object of this meeting. Let us know the going forward, which he said. That's very, very important to us. Where we are and where we will be, either medium term or short, long term, or even short term. Please let us know. We are very grateful to you. That's why the shareholders themselves, they are ignoring the past. It's a historic thing. Even if you look at the reports, it's historic. So we are talking of present and future. So once we get that, we get all those things from you, we'll be satisfied. That's why I'm saying. So thank you very much for the company coming alive. And we pray it will be like that in Jesus' name. Thank you very much, sirs.
Thank you very much, Deacon. Yes. Yes, the next person.
My name is Akin Boye Ogungbe. I'm standing on two legs. I'm a former staff and I'm a shareholder. I have only one question. We want to know from the board in specific terms when the company will start paying what they are owing the former staff. Thank you.
Thank you. So on this side now, yes, only one hand. I'm seeing, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Peter Enyanuku. Peter Enyanuku, EYANUKU. Having said that, let's thank God first, and let's thank the MD, Mr. Yusuf. Time we are starting this meeting, going to 12 years ago, that's 1999, we are here. We can see all the factory producing a lot of things. Just come a lot about the income problem, borrowing, we just have a problem. That's just destroy the company. We still thank God for Mr. Yusuf. God will continue with you. As Yoruba said that, tí olówó bá sojú ko Dubai, tó bá ronú, tó bá ṣe tálíkà, wọ́n máa gbé dànù ni. Thank you. You can do that. Having said that, we can see new investors coming up. Having about 307 million shares plus, I think the company will try to produce again. Having said that, going to Page 40, that's 2024. Revenue, I think, from 5 million to 1 billion. Kudos to you. Let's watch out for the cost of sales. We know that things are cost, but let's watch out for it. The same thing to trade and others reachable. Let's try to get our money back so that we can inject it to the business so that the company can move forward. Thank you very much, especially the MD. Grateful to you for your effort, not relying your effort. God continue to be with you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Peter. Thank you very much. So the last comment, that's the last hand I'm seeing. So please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The name is Adelakun Lukman Adeshola. I want to appreciate the complaint from coming back into existence. I think if we stand here asking series of questions from now till 8 o'clock evening, I think we have every right to do that. But looking at the situation of this road and the situation of the company itself from where they are coming to where they are now, I think we had a meeting yesterday, an AGM yesterday, Akon Petroleum. They also had 10 years AGM. And the question we asked them is the same question I think we should address today. That now that you have come back into the market, now that you have come back for the operation of the business, what assurance are you giving us that, yes, truly, shareholders can have the confidence in the company that even if you come out that you want to do any right issues, you need more money for the sustenance of the company, then we can have the confidence that, yes, truly, the company want to be doing this. Like yesterday now, the Akon Petroleum, they said they want to go into gases and aviation fuel. So we all have the confidence that, yes, we know their direction. So I think the purpose of this meeting today is for you to give us the assurance that, yes, this is where we are heading to. So that even we too, you know, the shareholders who are not here today, who cannot meet up for this meeting today, we can be disseminating the information to them that Multi-Trex is back to profitability. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. We have been able to take all the questions, everybody that wanted to speak, and I believe that those of us that are here have spoken the minds of even shareholders that are not here. I don't know whether there are shareholders online who may also want to speak, so that at least we give everybody the opportunity. Like somebody has said, this is the first time we are doing it. Okay, good. So I will speak generally, and then I will ask the managing director to speak specifically to some of the issues that have been raised. I want to thank all of you for your congratulatory wishes and for your appreciation of the amount of effort that went into making us be where we are today. Of course, you all know the cause of the challenges that led the company to the hands of AMCON and all the difficulties on our way. And with, by the grace of God and the support of everybody, including your prayers, I can see that some of the people that spoke, some of them are Alhajis, some of them are pastors, some of them are deacons. All those prayers helped a lot in ensuring that we get to where we are today. And I must express appreciation to my colleagues on the board, particularly the former colleagues who have stepped down on the board, who are there all the way without getting any remuneration, doing anything, trying to see what it is that they can do, which is what has gotten us to where we are today. And we also need to tell in absentia, Barrister Dele Adesina, Senator of Nigeria, whose commitment to the cause also help us in the legal battle that we are. And of course, if we win and we don't have the way forward, there won't be any Multi-Trex. So we have to thank N Foods through Alhaji Adeniji for coming to our aid. You know, when companies need investors, you know, some people can bring tons and tons of money, but money is not the only thing that a business needs. So when you have an investor that is also a leader in that industry, you have the money and you have the experience, which is what has made this investment very, very unique. So I think the hands of God is in these things that we have done. Somebody was asking, who is M Foods? M Foods is part of the kind of moves that they have made that has even led to where we are today, including some of the little revenue that you saw that we made in 2024 and the huge projection that we have for the future. At some point, I will give the floor also to Alhaji Adeniji to speak to us. I'm rest assured that with all the steps that have been taken, including the new governance arrangement, which includes the new board that we have, which we deliberate, these people are people that were carefully chosen. And by the time you listening to their profile, you will know that these are people that have achieved, all of them that have achieved in their own ways, and who will not want to tarnish their reputation with anything. And they are ready and committed to do all their best to ensure that we reach the goals that we have for this business. I'm very rest assured that the future of Multi-Trex food industries is very, very, very bright. And with your support, we know that you will get there. Let me invite Alhaji Yusuf Isiaka to address the specific issues that have been raised during the questions and comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Esteemed shareholders, I thank you for finding the time to be here today. One of the reasons this meeting, the board decided must hold very quickly before the year runs out, is what is already I'm getting from the floor, which is about sharing with members of this company where the company stands, because members have waited for a very long time. It is in appreciation of this that this meeting has been put together. Now, in addressing some of the questions that are raised, permit me, I would only be able to summarize. Somebody just mentioned that if we are to talk about where we were, how we got to where we are, believe me, we will be here till 12 midnight. I will struggle. Since today is Friday, many of us may want to go for Jumat service. I will try and summarize. If anyone wants to know more, please contact me. I'll more than be happy to want to feed you in. Now, one of the specific questions that was raised is, and this is from Pastor Lagoke, he would like to know if there's any more funds to be paid to AMCON. I deliberately will not address what our chairman has already mentioned along the line of who is N Foods. He has made a little remark about just what N Foods represents in our business and the kind of influence and support we are already getting and we are likely to continue to get from that organization. Believe me, I don't think we would ever have made a better choice. But hopefully, when Alhaji speaks about the company that he leads and represents, we will begin to know more about what that company is. Now, about payment to AMCON, the short answer is to say to you that we have not only paid the last penny, many thanks to N Foods, we have also received letter of non-indebtedness from AMCON. And in addition, we have also received a letter from the Corporate Affairs Commission, who I believe may be represented on the other side of the aisle, to the fact that the receiver that was appointed by AMCON, that receivership has been terminated in writing. So, as far as I'm concerned, as I always say, that alone represents the new dawn for Multi-Trex. I say it to some of us that are from my part of the world. Inaoluwaji is what the new name of Multi-Trex is. Inaoluwaji. We are back and we are back and we are back very strongly. Yeah. Furthermore, Pastor also raised the question about plan for the future. Just like it is mentioned in the case of another company, I want to tell you that we have more than enough in our array of offers and offers to the public. There is so much that this company stands to gain from bringing back its industrial line by selling cocoa products to the outside world. The much that we are able to produce will probably be an infinitesimal requirement of the cocoa industry. That is on one side. We are looking at also bringing back alive our consumer products. Immediately after the new line starts, we are going into consumer products. Not only that, we believe that if this company should go into consumer products such as liquid chocolate drinks, which we believe the old, the middle-aged, and the young will find attractive to patronize, we more than enough will be ready to even go into water production and selling. If anybody knows this expressway, the day there is traffic here, if you have trailers of water to sell, you will more than sell enough of it. And that is one of the things we are going into as time goes on. So we have arrays of products that we believe will more than sustain and provide reward for the team of members of this community that have been so long patient, and for which we thank you. So since it will not be an easy task for me to begin to read our strategic plan here, I think I would like to leave it at that we have more than enough to offer to the local and international community. With Nexim, someone wants to know what's our plan. From the very first day, again, permit me, I'll go back to End Foods again. It has been support and support and support all the way. One of the things that we gained from the very first month of beginning to pay AMCON and reaching an agreement with AMCON, this company walked one day, represented by Alhaji Adeyemi, walked one day into Zenith Bank and with their clouds, simply walked out of that place with a letter of non-indebtedness, and that was how about 200 million naira that we were owing then was written off. Just like that. And over the last few months, I know that I've been working closely with Alhaji, and we have been talking to AMCON to substantially bring down our debt with them, which is a very small fraction relative to AMCON. But the constraint majorly has been that Nexim hasn't got a board as we speak. For many years, they haven't got a board. And the MD is reluctant to want to talk about what he thinks he might not be able to defend with National Assembly. Because the only oversight institution that he has is the National Assembly. So we are all waiting for the board to be appointed. Luckily, in the last couple of weeks, the president has started appointing board for some of the agencies and agencies of government and other institutions that government owns. So we believe that the moment board is a team of members of the board is appointed for Nexim, we will be able to get a good deal out of them, undoubtedly so. That I assure members. Now, again, still on Pastor Lagoke, he mentioned what are we doing about staff re-engagement or engagement as the case may be. I tell you that is an apt question. It's the appropriate time. We are very close to bringing the retooling of our industrial line. We are very, very close to bringing it back to life. As a matter of fact, our target is that by the end of the next quarter, those who live around this community will begin to smell cocoa being produced. So this is, as the board decided just yesterday, the management has been given marching order to begin to look at putting in place a new team of members of staff. I didn't quite get one of the last questions that Pastor raised. Maybe if I missed it. Now, I move on to Deacon Vitalis. The major question I got from there seemed to already have been addressed, which is about how did NFUC came to be and what is it that they represent to Multi-Trex. If we imagine that we have, as a member of our company today, a company that represents 40% of cocoa industry in the entire Nigeria, a company that has the leader, the only African that's represented at the apex body on the international scene, a company that is the only one that one of the biggest banks in Nigeria offer facilities that nobody else obtained, then you will know that we've actually caught a big fish. I can tell you, just like the chairman mentioned, we could not have had a better partner. And that is where we stood when in 2022 we had an EGM which touched on this matter, and that was about the time we were going to be going into details with the organization. So in terms of what the NFUC represents, as members of the board, I'd like to assure you that they represent positive values for this organization. They've demonstrated that, and they are ever willing to continue to support this organization, more so now that they also stand to benefit from good fortunes that we envisage will begin to happen to this organization. Now, from Mr. Ogungbe, who happened to be my former colleague, I knew as soon as microphone switched over to him, that if there is only one question to answer, he represents the body of many of our former colleagues. And when the question of when the former staff will begin to get the outstanding payments to them, I was not surprised. The question, the answer that the board has, as I've expressed a few times to some of us that I constantly meet, is to say that, first of all, let us appreciate the nature of the investment of NFUC. There are all forms investment could have taken. If NFUC, as they could jolly well have done, had walked up to AMCON, if they were not interested in the legacies that this company had and they knew about, they could jolly well have walked up to AMCON, as a few investors we identified wanted to do, walk up to AMCON, disregard the interests of members that are seated today, offer to pay exactly what AMCON wanted, pay them, and both ex-staff and members of the company would have lost out completely. NFUC didn't do that. It represented the fact that they've always been a distant cousin to this company from a long time, especially knowing and having very good relationship with our deceased founder. It was not going to be anything that organization wanted to do in good conscience. And it is on the basis of this that they decided not to acquire the company. What they did was bail out the company and took responsibility for both assets and liabilities. If that then is the case, if that then is the case, it would only be natural to expect that the elephant in the room is bringing the company back alive fully first. Then shareholders and staff will follow. And I can assure ex-members of staff that this board and management is fully conscious of the need to meet its obligation to members of staff or members of ex-members of staff. The plan is Multi-Trex likely to be in the near future. Only God has assurance of life. Only God has assurance of virtually everything that is called future. But all I can say is that this board is not resting on its oars. A lot is going on to make sure that
Thank you very much, MD, and he has, given explanation to all the questions that have been raised. So before we continue the meeting again, like I said, I will give the floor to Alaji Dr. Adeniji and by the way, just last week at the OAU Ife, last week Saturday, the 13th or 14th, he was awarded another honorary doctorate degree by the Obafemi Awolowo University, Oba Awon University, for the excellent support he has been giving to that university for the past 20, 30 years or so, just like he has done in other universities. So, like I mentioned, we are assured that with the quality of the board that we have, who are taking it upon themselves to continue from the good works of the other board that have retired and so on and so forth, to move us up, and there are people that are experts in their various areas, coupled with the end food that we have. Like we mentioned earlier on, there is what we call a Federation of Cocoa Commerce, which is an international organization established to serve the growing trade of physical cocoa. Members are encouraged to go and Google on the website what the role of that global body, Federation of Cocoa Commerce, is all about. And Alhaji Adeniji is the only Nigerian or only African that is serving on the board, the only black man serving on the board of that global cocoa organization. So we are truly blessed, with the combination of all the people, and of course with very understanding shareholders like you. We are really truly blessed that the future of this business is in the hands of God, but we know that God is doing it, and God will continue to do it to make sure that we achieve what we want to achieve. So, Alhaji Adeniji.
Good afternoon, esteemed stakeholders and shareholders of Multi-Trex. My names remained Adeyemi Mofolashole Muritada Adeniji. I'm the Chief Servant of Starlink Global and ID Limited. Starlink, NFCU was just coined to drag AMCOM out because there were so many people, so many interests that never wanted Multi-Trex to come back again. In fact, we were advised, just buy, we follow them with a legal thing and we can destroy them, there's nothing going to happen. But that was not how I was trained. So we decided, no, we will not do that. What we would rather do is use a decoy. There's nothing NFCU except Starlink. So Starlink is we have about 40% share of cocoa in Nigeria. We trade in 7 West African countries. We are doing cashew. God gave us the privilege to understand this business. I'm the third in the generation. My grandfather started in 1920. My father took over in 1955. I'm the third in generation. I started in 1999. Mr. Isaac Yusuf trained me on quality at the agro-commodity warehouse. So I'm a product of Multi-Trex. So you can be rest assured, if you look at it, it's very simple. If in 1 year operation, there was profit, what do we expect in 10 years operation? So everybody should, sure, we just pray that God gives us life. We don't have control over that. But the projection and the future is very, very bright. I can assure you of one thing. We are going to remain the best processing factory in Nigeria. We are going to expand, not only to maintain what is currently there. We are going to expand into as much as we can, maybe to 100,000 tons capacity. We have the what it takes. One thing is very key, only prayer. God will guide all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much indeed. We have laid before you the past, the present, and we have spoken about the future. May God answer all our prayers. Amen. Distinguished shareholders, I therefore move that the audited financial statement for the year ended 30th April 2024, together with the reports of the directors, auditors, and audit committee be and are hereby received and approved. Will someone please rise and second this motion? Okay, let me go to this side. Please. Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to you, Baba. Where is the room?
Good afternoon, the chairman.
Yes.
My name is Alhaji Sakakola Weli. I so move. Thank you, sir.
No, you second.
I second.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there any counter motion? No. If we all agree with this, can we please raise up our right hand? Unanimously, 100% carried. I therefore declare the motion duly carried. We now go into ordinary business, 2 and 3. The next business to be considered is the re-election and approval of the appointment of directors. In the course of the year, new appointments have been made for effective running of the business. With your kind permission, I would like us to consider these appointments for approval. May I crave your indulgence to have the profile of the appointees read to you before we proceed? And taking us straight. Thank you. So we're taking it one by one. The profile of Alhaji Bidere is taken as read. I therefore move that Alhaji Dr. Mutada Adeyemi Adeniji be and is hereby appointed as a non-executive director of the company. Who is seconding, Baba?
At last. At last.
Yes.
My able and erudite member of the board.
Yes.
May God Almighty continue and continues to be with you all.
Amen.
I, Prince Awosoya, I so second, all the way from Remo Federal Constituency.
Ogaji.
May God be with you all.
I see. Thank you. Will there a contrary motion? Those in favor, please put up your right hands. Everybody says yes. So I therefore move that Alhaji Dr. Mutada Adeyemi Adeniji be and is hereby appointed as a non-executive director of the company. Thank you very much. Do I want to believe that the profile of the next person, Professor Olaolu Ali, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, is taken as read? Thank you. I now move that Professor Olaolu Ali, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, be and is hereby appointed as a non-executive director of the company. Will somebody please second that motion? Okay, yes, the man in shirt.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Tijani Oluwani Shola Mukadam, on the way from Ibejuleki. Thank you.
Any contrary motion? If you agree with that motion, please raise up your right hand. Those in favor, please raise up your hand. I therefore move that I now confirm that Professor Olaolu Ali, SAN, is hereby appointed as a non-executive director of the company. The third person is Mr. Premier Akato Oiwo. And as I said, Alhaji Ali is online. Mr. Premier is also online, and they are hearing you and listening to what we are saying. Do we also assume that you are taking it as read? So I move that Mr. Premier Akato Oiwo be and is hereby appointed as an independent non-executive director of the company. Will somebody please, the person at the back there.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The name is Tohir Folonsho Ismaila. I so second.
Thank you very much. Anybody against that? Okay. So if you agree with that, please put that on your right hand. Everybody agreed to it. So Mr. Premier Akato Oiwo is hereby appointed by the shareholders as an independent non-executive director of the company. The next person is Mr. Olaniyi Yusuf. Mr. Olani Yusuf. I now move that Mr. Olani Yusuf be hereby appointed as a non-executive director of the company. Would somebody please raise up their hand to second that motion? Yes. Seconder.
I, Aziz Lukman, second the motion.
Thank you very much. Is there a contrary motion? Okay, if you all agree that that be done, please raise up your right hand. Everybody, those in favor, everybody is in favor. Thank you very much. Mr. Olani Yusuf is hereby appointed as a non-executive director of the company with the approval of the shareholders. The next person is Mr. Azan Usman, who I believe you have read his profile, so you don't need to read it to you again. Am I right? Yes. Okay. Let me therefore move a motion that Mr. Azan Usman be and is hereby appointed as an independent non-executive director of the company. I need somebody to second that motion. Is there anybody have not called before so that that person, you haven't called before, you can stand up and second the motion? Yes.
I so second. Kolawole Gani Amo. Kolawole Gani Amo. I so second.
So you second the motion?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Is there any counter motion? No. Those in favor, please raise up your right hand. Everybody is in favor of that motion. Thank you. Mr. Azan Usman is hereby appointed as an independent non-executive director of the company. The last person I'm going to present to you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Abiodun Olaleru, who is here with us. He's a senior advocate of Nigeria. And I'm moving the motion that he hereby be appointed as a non-executive director of the company. Can you please stand up to be recognized? Yes. Thank you. So, who is seconding that motion? Let me call the lady. Yes.
Thank you, my chairman. Christy Vincent is the name. I second the motion.
Thank you very much. Anybody against the motion? No. Okay. So, by distinguished shareholders, those in favor, please raise up your right hand. Everybody is in favor. Congratulations, Mr. Abiodun Olaleru, SAN, as you appointed non-executive director of the company. In accordance with we are not going to reappointment of directors. In accordance with the provision of the company's articles of association, 1/3 of the directors for the time being, other than the managing director, shall retire from office at the annual general meeting held in each year. If the number of directors, including the managing director, is not 3 or a multiple thereof, then the nearest number, 2, but not exceeding 1/3, shall retire from office. The retiring directors for accounting year 2024, Dr. Olusegun Aina, myself, Mr. Anthony Shisna, and Mr. Abayo Misoya, all of whom have indicated interest to be elected as directors of the company. Since I am involved in this resolution, I want to recuse myself from sharing this meeting for the people to take this resolution. And I want to request another director, Alaji Dr. Adeniji, to take us through this resolution, after which we'll take over. Thank you.
Once again, esteemed shareholders, the reappointment in accordance with the provision of the company's articles of association. One-third of the directors for the time being, other than the managing directors, I retire from the office at the annual general meeting held in each year. If the number of directors excluding the managing director is not 3 or multiple therefore, then the nearest number to but not exceeding 1 ton, I retire from office. The retiring directors for accounting year 2024 are Dr. Aina, OFR, Mr. Anthony Sisno, and Mr. Abayo Meshaya, all of whom have indicated desire to be re-elected as directors of the company. In line with the common practice, the re-election of all the retiring directors can be carried out by a single motion. If it is your wish, we can deal with the re-election by a single resolution in accordance with the section 2. Provided motion to do is carried out without a single vote against it. So whoever in favor to re-elect these 3 retiring directors who are indicated to be re-elected of this, please raise up your hand. Those who are against, please. Therefore, Dr. Shegun Aina, Anthony Sisno, and Abayo Messiah have been re-elected as directors of Multi-Trex once again. The motion is, who is going to second that motion? I have moved the motion that these 3 retiring directors will be re-elected. Who is going to second it?
They have moved the motion already.
I have moved the motion. I'm moving the motion.
He has moved the motion.
No, I don't. I'm not giving to you. I'll give to this one.
But they
with glasses. No, with glasses.
Thank you, Mr. President Chairman. I, Noble Mwabweze, so second the motion.
Those who are in favor, please raise your hand up, right hand. Those who are against, say no. Now, Dr. Aina, Anthony Sisno, and Abayo Messiah are reappointed and re-elected as directors of Multi-Trex. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, distinguished shareholders, for affirming your confidence in us by this reappointment. And thank you, Alaja Adeniji, for standing in as the chairman of this meeting to take that. We are now going to ordinary business numbers 4 and 5. Ordinary business number 4 is to disclose the remuneration of managers of the company. May I request the auditor to help to disclose this figure? It's a disclosure requirement, the remuneration of managers. Or do I assume that you have read it and you are satisfied with it? Sorry? Auditor, please. Remuneration of managers. Resolution number 4. Wasn't ready for it. Abi, do you have, okay.
Mr. Chairman, I didn't get the point you just raised now.
We are on resolution number 4. We are expected to disclose the remuneration of managers of the company. And I believe it should be one of your notes.
No, Okay, the remuneration of the managers of the company as disclosed in the financial statement remains as it is.
Yes, page 72.
Okay.
Page 72. Okay. So it's just a disclosure requirement. It doesn't require any approval by the board, by the shareholders. Item 5 is to reappoint Bekatili Nigeria Chartered Accountants as the company's independent auditors and authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the independent auditors. So I so move that motion. Who is seconding the motion? Yes, please. Thank you very much. Is seconding the motion. Anybody against that motion? If you are in favor of it, please raise up your right hand. Everybody has voted in favor. So Bekatili Nigeria Chartered Accountants are hereby reappointed as the company's independent auditors, while Pierre also authorizing the directors to fix their remuneration. Congratulations, Bekatili. The reward for good work is more work. So we're expecting you to give to us do more work for us. Thank you. So the next item is ordinary business number 6, to elect members of the statutory audit committee in accordance with the statutory section 404(3) of the Companies and Other Matters Act, the Act 2020, provide for the establishment by a public company of an audit committee which shall consist of 5 members, comprising of 3 members and 2 non-executive directors. The following persons have been nominated to the statutory audit committee by the board and therefore serve on the committee for the current year. The first person is Mr. Abiodun Olaleru, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. The second person is Mr. Yusuf Isiaka, the Managing Director of the company. I want to move a motion that Mr. Abiodun Olaleru, SAN, and Mr. Yusuf Isiaka be elected members of the Statutory Audit Committee. Who is seconding that motion? Sorry? Observation? Observation, okay. Observation. Let me listen to the observation. Observation, please. Give him the mic.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Peter Eyanuku. My observation is this: against next year, the MD is not supposed to be the member of the audit committee. Yes. Thanks.
Thank you.
My name is Bruce Egin. I second that motion.
Thank you very much. Anybody against that motion? If you are in favor, please raise up your right hand. Those in favor, your right hand. Thank you very much. Mr. Abiodun Olaleru, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Yusuf Isaka are hereby elected members of the Statutory Audit Committee representing the board. The Secretary is invited to inform us of the valid nominations he received in respect of the Audit Committee in accordance with sections 404, 5, 6, and 7 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020.
Thank you, highly esteemed Chairman. The Statutory Audit Committee provides the opportunity for shareholders in the auditing of the company as a result of regulatory provisions. So the following shareholders have indicated that they want to be part of the Statutory Audit Committee The first person is Mr. Salau Mohammed Adebanjo. Okay, Mr. Salau Mohammed Adebanjo, please can you come out and stay here so that they can see you? The second shareholder that indicated to be part of the statutory audit committee
Thank you, sir. I'm Salah Mohammed Adebanjo. I'm ready to step down and to withdraw my nomination in accordance with Section 404, Section 6 of the Company Allied Matter Act 220 as amended. Thank you, sir.
So, Salah Mohammed Adebanjo has stepped down. So we have the following left in the ring. Mr. A.K. Shubuzo Emmanuel. Mr. Olaofe Aibayomi Oladipo. The last and not the least, Mr. Kolawole Ganiyu Amao. Chairman, sir.
Okay, so thank you very much, Company Secretary. We, with the withdrawal of his nomination by Mr. Salah Mohammed Adebanjo, we have three nominations for the three positions that we have. So therefore, there will not be any need for any election. So we will go straight to propose that Mr. A.K. Shibuzo Emmanuel, Mr. Olaofe Abayomi Oladipo, and then Mr. Kolawole Ganiyu Amao be presented for election as members of the Statutory Audit Committee representing the shareholders. Will somebody please support me with that motion that I've moved?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Once again, the name is Tohir Folonshaw Ismaila. I so second.
Thank you very much. Anybody with the contrary motion? Otherwise, please raise up your right hand if you are in favor of the appointment of these three. Your right hand, please. 100% in favor. Thank you very much. So we are now going into the special business of the day, which is so the first one there is item 7, which is to present to the shareholders to approve the non-executive director's remuneration. I so move. Who is seconding that motion? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Hi, Tijani Oluwani Shola Mukadam. So move.
Thank you very much.
Second.
So second, yes. Second. Anybody with a contrary motion? No. If you are in favor, please raise up your right hand. Thank you very much. Everybody is in favor. Thank you for your approval of the non-executive director's remuneration. Motion number 8. Do you want me to read it out or we take it as read? Very good. Take it as read. So I so move that shareholders please approve that the resolution so presented. Does anybody please second that motion? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for giving me the opportunity. I so do. The name is Adelakun Lukman Adeshola. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any contrary motion? If you are in favor of approval of motion number 8, please raise up your right hand. Everybody. Thank you. That motion is carried. Number 9, resolution number 9. It's also a long one. Should I read it or you have read it? Take it as read. So I so move that shareholders please approve the resolution as presented. If you are in favor, I need somebody to support me. Baba Ekperu.
Why are you afraid? Are you a coward? May God bless you, my dear chairman.
Yes.
I, Prince Awosoya, I so second.
Thank you very much.
God bless you all.
God bless you. Thank you. Any contrary motion? If you are in support, please raise up your right hand. Everybody, thank you. Resolution number 9 as listed is hereby approved. And number 10. Taken as read. Thank you very much. I so move a motion that distinguished shareholders should please approve that motion, number 10, as indicated. Will somebody please support me and second that motion? In purple. Yes.
Sir, Mr. Chairman, Alaji Sakakola Ole is my name. I so second. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there a contrary motion? No. If you are in favor, please raise up your right hand. Everybody. Thank you very much. That resolution number 10 is hereby approved unanimously by all the shareholders present. Motion number 11. Should I read it or you have read it? Taken as read. Thank you very much. I move a motion that shareholders please approve this resolution. And I need someone to second that motion.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. Bamishile Abiola is the name. I second the motion.
Thank you very much. Any contrary motion? If there is none, if you are in favor, please raise up your right hand. Everybody is in support. Thank you. Business of the day number 12. Do I take it as read? Thank you very much for having read that before. I want to move that resolution number 12 as stated be approved by the shareholders. We need somebody to second that motion. Please, give him the mic.
Bruce Hagan, I second that motion.
Thank you very much. Anybody with a contrary motion? If there is none, please, those in favor that this motion be approved, please raise up your right hand. Everybody, thank you very much. That motion is carried. We're now going to the last item, which I also believe you have read. Do I take it as read? Okay. Thank you very much. I move a motion that shareholders please approve this measure number 13, resolution number 13 as listed. We need somebody to second that motion. The person at the last row there.
Yeah, I seconded the motion from the United States. I'm representing overseas shareholders. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Surayudin Balogun.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Is there any contrary motion? If there is none, those in favor of the motion that we have presented, please raise up your right hand. Thank you very much. Everybody is in support of that motion. So that brings us to the end of the business of the day. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very, very interesting meeting. And as Prince has said, we have conducted this meeting like a family meeting. And I'm very, very happy with the approval of the shareholders for all the resolutions. This is a confirmation of the confidence that you have in the board and the management. And we promise that we will never disappoint you. Just as we have taken care of your interests, in spite of all laws, taking the company out of the woods to where we are today, we assure you that it will be glory upon glory, success upon success for this business. And by the time we are meeting again next year to look at the result that we presented, we believe in God that it will be far, far, far better than whatever we would have seen. I thank you very, very much. We are in the holiday season. We are approaching the rest of the year. I pray God to guide all of us through the rest of the year and to wish all of us a happy new year in 2026. Thank you very much, everybody. By your approval, I now want to close. Thank you very, very much indeed. Before we leave, let's do the national anthem and then, of course, close with closing prayer because we have open prayer. National anthem, please. Who will lead us? Yeah. What is it, Nigeria? National anthem. Okay. Nigeria, closing prayer, please.
We thank. One Alpha is here.
Who is that?
I'm the one. Your audit committee.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
We thank Almighty Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. We thank Almighty Allah for the peaceful meeting we have today. May Almighty Allah be with us and give our management the wisdom, the knowledge, and strategy that they will use to move this meeting to the higher level in the next few years to this time. May Almighty Allah be to all of us. May Almighty Allah guide all of us to our different destinations. In the mighty name of Allah, I do pray. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wassalamu ala al mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Sallu ala nabiyil karim.
Please, can we have a photograph? The photographer should please come and take the board. Don't put off the light. We need that light. The photograph.
Good to see you again. How are you, sir? Good job.